45,000 metric tons of fertilizer to our farmers is what we are flagging off today. That translates to over 900,000 bags that we want our farmers to use to apply to their tea. And this is as a result of the commitment that the government has made to continually support our farmers. And I want to thank the Kenya Tea Development Agency, Ktda, for really being there and making sure that whenever our tea farmers require fertilizer, then fertilizer is available. I remember we are here in October when we also released another batch of around 45,000, and that fertilizer has been properly utilized during this rain season. But I think it's important for me to say that since we have made it clear a number of times, and because we want to increase productivity, we want to increase production so that we can really be able to enjoy more yield, and government having stepped in to subsidize the cost of fertilizer. The fertilizer that the farmers are buying now is at 2,500. My continuous plea is for farmers to double the application of fertilizer in their farms, because there's correlation, or there's direct proportionate relationship between the amount of fertilizer applied and the amount of yield. This fertilizer available to our farmers, because we must be able to give back and appreciate the goodwill that we have seen from our farmers, and I must also thank our farmers profusely for coming out to support the government's cost towards reducing cost of living. And the cost of living can only be achieved through our people getting back to the farms. And President William Ruto has pronounced himself a number of times. His core business is to support production, is to subsidize production by way of ensuring that the costs of inputs are come down, so that our farmers are able to access them cheaply and produce our food cheaply, produce tea cheaply. And I think he has kept this promise, and we will continue making sure this support goes to our farmers, because at the end of the day, then farmers are able to realize that whatever we've been promising, we've been able to deliver. And for you, we've also working a mechanism with our county governments to ensure the last mile delivery is achieved through our collaboration between the national government and the county governments, where we have told the county governors to look or get warehouses where we will be able to take the fertilizer, and then they will be able to get the warehouses, and my ministry will be able to provide the technical experts with the gadgets and the software required for the dispensation of fertilizer through the e-voucher system. So this is what we are doing to make sure fertilizer gets closer to the people. In the coffee auction, we are trending better than before. We are now attracting more participants in the coffee auction. I have license because it's me who does it. The coffee marketers, 72 of them. I have increased the competition by licensing 72 people who are participating in the coffee auction. Coffee is now fetching more money. Why we do not want to lose focus is because, those cartels that have for a long time taken control of the coffee sector are now getting defeated. That is why there is that noise. But this is noise we expected. We will not relent. Just the other day, we undertook capping event in Serena. We have opened other markets, other suppliers, players from Poland, from the Middle East that want to trade or to buy our coffee. So what I am telling you is, by the time we are done with the coffee reforms, that extends to the amendments of the society, the Cooperatives Act and other laws, because this requires legislative, requires administrative actions, and to create the necessary legal framework to deal with this sector. Our farmers will be happy.